Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jeffries, the present day wise woman. I'm a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This show is for those of you who are wanting to really rock your life and rock your health and just live from a place of prevention, not waiting to get sick and tired and sucky. That's it. So let's get into today's episode. What holds you back and stops you from doing what you've always wanted to do? And what stops you from becoming everything that you've always wanted to become? What is it? What stops you? You know, it was Helen Keller who said, life is a daring adventure. She probably didn't have that voice, but life is a daring adventure or it's nothing at all. I'm not sure what Helen Keller's voice really would be like, but anyway, that was my voice. That saying, that quote has sat with me my whole life. And I have prided myself in giving life a crack and living in that unknown zone. And I've talked about in previous kind of episodes. And what I wanted to talk today about is the thing that holds us back from living our dream life, everything that we really want to do. Now, it's fear. And whether people will say, oh, it's fear of success or it's fear of this or it's fear of that, doesn't matter what you think it is. It's fear. It is fear. Now, fear of the unknown is a normal protective kind of reaction in our body. And it's there to guard us so that, you know, we have a chance of actually living. The challenge is what we do, we hold ourselves back from doing stuff. And I was out in the surf this morning and it was a nice morning. And I can jump on 1 to 3 foot waves, but I've talked about it on episodes. I'm been more the whitewash warrior. I haven't been the bigger kind of green waves out the back. And this morning I really focused on, taking a breath and really getting out the back and playing in the bigger waves. And I had the biggest hoot of a time. Like the most fun. It was just insane. But I had a big conversation with myself because I've found myself kind of holding myself back in my surfing recently, just with way too much life happening and just kind of coping with life. And I went, Jan, get out the back. That's it. I want that daring adventure. I want to be playing, the big game in life. I just do. So it's about learning to understand what your fears are and then ways to be able to move through them. That's it. Instead of just settling and going, yeah, Jen, just playing kitty corner in the surf again this week. Instead of going, Jen, just give it a crack. It's time to go out there. The surf's safe. It was a high tide. The wind was the right direction, everything. There was lots of water. I wasn't going to get dumped on a sandbar, which is where my fear has been in the past because I've surfed at low tide and got dumped and tore a shoulder and all that kind of stuff. So everything was there for me to really give it a good crack this morning. And I yahooed my guts out. I had such a fun time. Now, the interesting thing is that fear and excitement have the same physical responses in our body. So think about it. When you've been scared in the past, what things happen in your body? Scared, classically, it's the sweaty palms, although you can't notice them in the surf because you're wet. But sweaty palms, your heart starts to race, you breathe short and shallow, you get a knot in your tummy, and your body is ready to either kind of stand and fight or to run and get the heck out of there. But what happens when you're really excited? When you're really excited about something in life, your hands go kind of tingly, you'll get that knot in your tummy, your heart goes, oh, and you breathe, but you breathe differently. And the way you breathe is you take deeper breaths. So when we're in fear, we're breathing short and shallow and our body goes, like the adrenaline goes, adrenal glands go, oh, I got to get you out of here. This is not good. But when we're excited, so imagine you came home today and that thing you've been waiting for your partner to buy you was there. And you'd walk in and you'd go, oh, you'd take a deep breath. And it's like, and you get the things in your tummy and your heart's racing and all that stuff. But the difference is your body's going, this is good. This is good. And the only difference is how you breathe. One's negative, one's positive, and it's the way you breathe that tells your body what's going on. So on a day-to-day kind of basis, we're responsible to whether we get stuck in fear or whether we can turn that around to excitement. So even this morning when I was out there in the surf, I paddled out and first went out, and it's my PA Shane's, it's his birthday today. So I paddled out with him. We were surfing together, and he just automatically goes out the back. And my brain went, Jen, it's Shane's birthday. Paddle out there and surf with him instead of him surfing out the back and you surfing where I normally surf in my safe area. And I did. I paddled out there, and I kind of, as a joke, went, happy birthday, mate, because this is me paddling out here is huge. But when I was on the board, I was so conscious of how I breathed. I was so conscious of how I breathed. And instead of breathing through my mouth and really breathing short and sharp as I paddle, because paddling's bloody hard work. You lay down on the floor and swing your arms around. Paddling is really hard work. I really consciously changed the way I was breathing, and my body reacted into such a different space. And I had just the best time. I really had the best time this morning. So what we find is that when we're breathing through our mouth, that adrenaline, we're amped up. It's like survive. It's like we're sucking in that extra oxygen so we can run or stand and fight. What I did this morning when I was surfing, and it was my kinesiologist, the gorgeous Sal Howe, who showed me how to do what's called box breathing, which is really just, it's a series of, breathe in for 4, breathe out for 8. But breathing through your nose. So I really consciously changed, even though I was paddling, I really consciously kept my mouth shut and I breathed through my nose. So I was able to keep my heart rate down, and I was able to keep that adrenaline in check. So when I got out the back, I wasn't kind of like, fuck, big waves. I was like, I'm good. And I just had a blast this morning. I really had a blast. Just so much fun. So part of it was that I also had to reframe my mind. So on that day-to-day kind of basis, it's like part of me was, we have this, I have to do something, or we get to do something. So this morning I used my why, which was Shane's birthday, as a bigger than my fear, as a way to overcome it. And it was like, instead of going, oh, Shane's out the back, I have to go out and paddle out there with him. It was like, Shane's out the back. How cool would it be for me to go out there and actually sit with him surfing this morning? And I get to do that. So I changed my mind. I reframed the same situation in my mind so that I could adjust my breathing and get out there and do it. And I had the best morning, one of my best mornings surfing. And it was just pure bliss. But I created it to be that way. So instead of me staying in my comfort zone where I'd predictably surf on a days with today's kind of conditions, I absolutely got way outside of that and went and did different. In any instant, any moment of any day, with whatever is going on, we have the ability to change that from being a stressful situation to an enjoyable, exciting situation in life. We do. And I live by the rule, and I've talked about it on past podcasts, but I talk about the rule that if it's hard to do, it's all the more reason for me to do it. And because that, people think, well, Jen, you do stuff all the time. Aren't you scared? And it's like, yeah, I am, but I don't let it hold me back. That's the difference. So go back and check out episode 27 if you want to really listen into that kind of message. But the reality is that most people, even what you see is the most fearless person on the planet, really does feel and know fear. The difference is they don't let it control them. They control their mind, they reframe, and they also control their breath. It's a huge difference because our body physically only knows what's going on by what we tell it mentally and also how we breathe. That's it. It's why some people can yahoo on a roller coaster and other people grit their teeth on a roller coaster. All those things. We've got a choice. What do you want to do? Helen Keller said, it's a daring adventure or it's nothing. Don't exist, guys. Don't sit there just existing. Life is so bloody short. I've had too many reminders this year that it is. What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Wherever you are in life. I am about to turn 60, and it's like I see so much more adventure ahead of me in life. The cool thing is that I know the difference between reframing my brain, and breathing to keep my body alive and in excitement more than in fear. I am leaving you with 2 healthy life hacks today. The first one is to remember to breathe, but through your nose. Notice how you breathe, because when you're stressed, I promise you'll be breathing short and sharp through your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth the majority of the time. Start breathing through your nose. Imagine you count in for 4 and then breathe out for 8. Breathe out for twice as long as you breathe in. So I swear this morning, I'm laying flat down on my surfboard and I was breathing in as I was paddling into the, seriously, I have so much fun. But I was breathing in for 4 and I was counting while I was breathing in for 4, breathing out for 8. I kept my heart rate down. I kept the adrenaline in check and I just had a hoot. And then the second healthy life hack is to reframe it in your brain. Stop telling yourself that you have to do stuff. Reframe it to say, hey, I actually get to do this. How cool is this world that I actually get to do this and I choose to do it? Reframe it, guys. It's a game changer for life. And one of the things I'm most grateful for learning in my life for so long. We don't have to be in fear. You can choose to make life as exciting as you want. If you would like to get the show notes, please head to www.healthylifehacks.com.au. And in the next episode, I'm going to be talking all about the happy hormones, dopamine and serotonin. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to share it with your friends and scroll down to the comment section, guys. It's below the description of the video, because click into the line that says add a public comment. Add your comment, click the comment box, and every month I draw one lucky person who leaves a comment down below to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. Also, be sure to subscribe to the show and like it so that you're always catching that next episode. If you'd like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below, join my newsletter, and you will get the free ebook sent to you nice and easy. So I welcome your emails. You can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, guys, remember that when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.